there's a 100% chance of a laugh thunderstorm. Four men with different viewpoints take a movie, show, or documentary and review it uncensored, unfiltered, uncompromised, with no holds barred. Join BS3, Wilkes, King Dog, and H-Rap B as they take on Hollywood their own way. BS3 Network proudly presents the Fourcast, where H-Rap B always predicts,
if I owe you something, I ain't got it. And if you need it, get it from God.
live every Monday at 8:30 p.m. Central. Check your local listings for your viewing and listening pleasure.
Welcome back to another episode of the Fourcast. We are back with another great review. Man, this one really hits home just from a sports perspective. Obviously, me and H-Rap both big sports fans, and when it comes to this team and the players on this team, I'm definitely excited to get everybody's thoughts on it. And tonight's review is Jailblazers. It's an Untold Netflix sports film, which talks about the 99 to 2000s Trailblazers team, Damon Stoudemire, Bonzi Wells, Rasheed Wallace, and just some of the details and kind of what they went through and the peaks, the valleys. So, man, definitely looking forward to getting into this one tonight. All right, man. Good to see you, H-Rap, man. You, like I said in the pre-show, man. You look happy. You cheesing on that new Facebook photo and everything, man.
Yeah, right. I'm good, man. I'm good.
That's good.
Good. I told you in the pre-show, fist fight better than I ever been, man.
Yeah, man. That's the best feeling when you at your fighting. Like boxers say, I'm at my fighting weight. I'm ready to go 12 rounds. I mean, there's nothing better than
like a fighting weight.
Not yet.
I'll go 12 rounds. The fight,
that's another story.
It's a lot to go.
Yeah. But man, Untold doing another documentary. They've really been on a run with Netflix and coming out with, from you name it, from The Malice in the Palace to this to they did one on Crittenton, the one that had the guns in the locker room and that situation. But this one really touched on this Blazers team, and I would say one of my favorite players. I'm a Tar Heels fan. So man, Rasheed Wallace, man. Seeing him at North Carolina with him, I think Vince Carter was there. Ed Cota. If you don't know who Ed Cota is, just look up some YouTube videos, man. He was the point guard of all point guards for me in my era watching Tar Heels. Never made it to the league, ended up playing overseas and stuff like that. But
Ed Cota made the league, didn't he? Who came after Ed Cota?
Jeff McGinnis?
No.
Or Shammond Williams?
No. He's a little dark-skinned dude, just like Ed Cota. Played just like Ed Cota, but he made it.
Ty Lawson?
Ty Lawson,
yeah. Ty Lawson made it. But yeah, man, Ed Cota doesn't get as much as respect as he should, but he played alongside Rasheed Wallace. And Rasheed Wallace, like we talked about, I think last week, is he was the point forward before point forward was a thing. He could bring the ball up, he could shoot, he could play down low, he would dunk on you. So man, give me your thoughts. I mean, I'm already jumping in, but give me your initial thoughts on this Jailblazers.
Jailblazers. Overall, it sucked. I know. I mean, I'm a big Rasheed Wallace fan too. I'm a big Bonzi Wells fan. I'm a Damon Stoudemire left-handed. He automatically in my fandom.
Yeah.
Left-handed. I liked him in Arizona. Him, and Khalid Reeves and that crew, right?
Yeah.
I thought this was horrible because they only focused on the most negative aspects of that team. That team was exciting. That team was kicking everybody's behind. Every year they was averaging 50. Come on, man, they had 7 straight years of 50 wins. They mentioned that the last 6 to 8 minutes of this documentary.
Right. And it was kind of like a slap in the face with the GM.
Exactly.
Yeah. And I figured that's how he was going to go with it. When you name it Jailblazers, it's not going to give you the high hopes. It's not going to give you they almost beat the Lakers, which they did. They talked about that for like 10 minutes.
Right.
But it's going to give you all the other stuff.
What they did was bury these dudes and and trash their reputations. And speaking of Rasheed Wallace, shout out to Rasheed Wallace for not going back to Portland.
Yeah,
I really commend him for not going back to Portland. You're not gonna trash me. You're not gonna boo me. You're not gonna put me in a position in which I look like the worst person in the world, and then say, "Hey, come back, let me celebrate you." Nah.
Right. After all those years, and also shout out to that reporter. I'm gonna look up his name, but the only black reporter in Portland, which I'm not shocked, and he was like, "I want to do a story on you, and I'm not gonna go to the negative. It's not gonna be a hit piece where it's gonna make you look bad. It's gonna be something that'll bring people into and get to know who you are." And he said, "Can I say whatever you say?" and Rasheed Wallace is one of them people. It's just authentic. He's not gonna change. He's who he is. Take it or leave it, whatever it may be. And he's been that person since I've been watching. I don't know if he was like that necessarily in North Carolina because he was a teenager, but once he got to the league, he is who he is. Let me give a couple shout outs real quick. Knox in the building. Thank you for tuning in. Knox was here 3 minutes early, so appreciate that. I believe that's Trey Naturals in the building. Thank you for tuning in. And Keisha in the building. Thank you. You just gonna say good evening, Ben? There's 2 people. But thank you for tuning in. But yeah, I knew this is where it was gonna go, just because. And I don't remember the term Jailblazers. I don't remember that.
I remember it.
I don't remember that term. Maybe I wasn't paying that much attention to articles and the media at that point in time. But one thing they did do is they did break it down to say, okay, Damon Stoudemire had this issue, but it wasn't even his fault. They broke into his house and gonna tell him, yeah, we found something because your alarm was going off. And they probably wouldn't have never told. They would have never told him. He would have just found out like he did when he got arrested.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. See, what bothered me about this is this is why when you watch the documentary, no matter what it's about, it's always jaded, man. What is like a lot of people, you watch a documentary and it's something or someone that you have adoration for, you enjoy it, you embrace them, so you accept all the positive platitudes, right?
Right.
Then you get something like this that goes way to the left. How you do a documentary on the Blazers? You don't mention Steve Smith. You don't mention Sabonis. Right. You don't mention what's my man name? Uncle Cliffy, rest in peace.
Right.
You don't mention Jermaine O'Neal. But you do mention my man Zach Randolph, because Zach Randolph was a renegade.
His first year in the league, by the way.
Right.
They didn't.
I mean, this man goes from
emphasize that.
Broke as a joke down the street here in Gary, Indiana, to a millionaire. Come on, man. He went up to Michigan State for a year and then he became a millionaire. Dude, they could have taken this in so many different directions. They could have celebrated them. They could have, and then you have to let people know that, hey, man, it was a stretch in time in which these guys. So why don't you talk about the fact that Mike Dunleavy Sr. didn't coach them well? How you talk about these dudes winning 50 games a year and you never even mention the coach?
That part was horrible. What wasn't Adelman the coach?
I thought Dunleavy Sr. was the coach of this team. Adelman was the Drexler's coach.
Oh, okay. I think it might have been. Yeah,
Might have been both. It may have
they
been.
might have overlapped. Yeah, they might have Adelman and then. But yeah, you didn't interview the coach at all, and I believe and neither one of them are passed away. So I mean, that would have been something.
Really?
Adelman probably.
Yeah, one of them is out of here, or both. I don't know, but you don't. I was looking at it kind of sideways when I didn't see Scottie Pippen in the documentary.
Yeah, that was another part too.
Come on, man. You got one of the top players in NBA history on the team, and you don't mention him.
And I mean, Scottie willing to talk to anybody. So I'm surprised he wasn't even sitting down to be interviewed about this. And that was one hell of a trade. I was not expecting Scottie to be in a Blazers uniform. Mm-hmm. And I didn't know the Lakers were involved in that and possibly getting him to the Lakers. Obviously with Phil, it makes sense. Mm-hmm. But I just wasn't, I don't think I was that tapped into knowing the what was going on. But yeah, him being available and getting that trade done. And I appreciate the GM. You have some GMs that are more so, I'm just gonna get the guys that I want, the guys that are squeaky clean, and a lot of times that you don't win that way. You got to have somebody with a little bit of edge. Did he make some decisions that were probably questionable? Yes. The Sean Kemp one, 100%, man. Sean Kemp was at that point. Sean Kemp was done.
Not really. Sean Kemp made the All-Star team after the Jailblazers. He went to Cleveland and made the All-Star team.
Really?
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying, man. You know, it's this narrative that's being pushed out in front of the world. Well, the piss poor media that gives us information, they're only telling half the story, most of the time. 75% of the time, you're telling half the story. And it's just like when you watch the games today, we've never seen anybody like Steph Curry. It's this cat named Rodney Monroe that did exactly what Steph Curry did. He's the exact same size. He shot 40% from the three, but Rodney Monroe was too small to play in the league. We've never seen anybody like Kevin Durant. It's this cat that's sitting on the bench in Miami right now. His name Bob McAdoo, former league MVP, 3-time world champion, dominant scorer, 6'10", plays center, could shoot it deep, take you off the dribble. That's Kevin Durant. We've never seen anybody. Yes, I have seen that. You go, I believe you are my lying ass eyes.
Yeah.
That's why I had an issue with this. It's like they started off great with Steve McNair, like the Javaris Crittenton. But the Javaris Crittenton story was produced by Gilbert Arenas, a person who was intimately involved in that situation.
Yeah, and Crittenton got to tell his own story.
And he got to tell his own story.
Yeah.
It's like now we just going a smear campaign. Yeah, you could talk about the Jailblazers because at one point in time, they were known as the Portland Jailblazers. They were going to jail like every other minute. But it was also Brian Grant on that team. It was also Ruben Patterson. He got in trouble on the team. But It was also Brian Grant. It was also Steve Smith. It was also Sabonis. It was also multiple other people on those teams that were not getting in trouble, that were not getting arrested. And like Rasheed said, I had heard that marijuana when the bus rolled past them started. We smoked all the weed.
Wasn't nothing there.
Right, and then they didn't even get arrested. They got a speeding ticket, and y'all put it on the news that they got arrested.
Yeah,
come on.
Yeah, and that I mean, we see that to this day. To this day, we see that. It's just whatever you can do to make their image and then put their image in a negative way. The media is going to do it because it gets clicks and likes and all that. What's up, Wilkes?
Howdy. How's it going?
Yeah.
Go I made it.
Yeah. I hear you. You know, stuff happens.
You know how it is. When they tell you to go into the internet and find you something, you know they old school.
Yeah, whenever you hear go into
the internet,
go into the internet.
Man said, go into your internet. It's
and
not
it's
my
only
internet.
and it's only your internet, right?
Yeah,
You
it's
got-
not my internet. Go into your internet and find me a cylinder head from my Okay.
Get your AOL disc and go
Yeah.
in there. Get your AOL CD.
I mean, you still got your 90 minutes free? I need you to go in there and look me up something.
Hey man, hey, AOL
Hey,
was great, man. When they were sending
I'm
out,
here, I'm here for the people, man. I'm here for the people. Go into your internet. I'm sure
Yeah.
I got you, Unc. Hang on. They ain't gonna turn you loose till you get what they need, man.
yeah, they were like, I know you got something to do, but go in.
You're right.
Long.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
I
I thought it was a family emergency. My mom called me. My aunt texted me. I was like, what's going on? I'm trying to sleep. What is happening?
Man, but good to see you on.
Yeah,
Give me your initial thoughts on Jailblazers.
I thought it was done real good. I enjoyed it. It was not too long. It wasn't over the top. It was right where it needed to be. But the thing is, they're gonna have to bring up the bad boy image every time. That era of basketball, that was the beginning. Everything was, baggy suits, baggy clothes, hip hop looks, and but then you drop them in places like Portland, you done scared the poor white people. They don't know what's going on. They don't know what's happening.
They're looking over their shoulder.
Yeah, man, they a little nervous. They don't know what's moving into the neighborhood. But oh, you like me when I'm not in trouble, but when I get in trouble, well, it's just too much right now. Just too much.
The funniest part with the dude was like, they're missing all these shots because they're smoking weed. Like,
boy, like Portland ain't
get
down
out of
with
here,
the earth.
man.
Get out of here, man. Portland, man, boy, get out of here. Man,
Your
your grandkids,
get off the weed. They would make some shots.
grandkids smoking it right now, man. Get out of here. You bum. Yeah, nah. I thought it was done pretty good. I mean, hell, they might as well just make it the Rasheed Wallace experiment because he was just talking about Rasheed Wallace.
Yeah, he need a whole doc on his
Yeah,
own.
he need a whole doc by himself. But yeah, I thought it was okay for what it was. Now, of course, then they kept trying to put the coach and the owner in there. I'm just like, sure, buddy. You're just going, sure, buddy. You're gonna bring this sex offender in. Well, we don't really care about that. As long as he's as long as that's behind him, that's all that matters. Just bring him in anyway. So yeah, it was. I don't know. It was kind of crazy, but I thought it was done. I thought it was good for what it needed to be. Because if it would have been any longer, I think it just would have been grabbing at straws. But for what it was, I like that it was. I felt like it was short, but it needed to be short. Like you didn't have to really get into all what was happening.
Yeah.
And the Blazers had that team that just couldn't get over the hump anyway. I mean, I forgot that they went up against the Lakers that many times. They was in there. They was in there.
Yeah, they went up against them. I think all four, or three times.
Yeah.
They lost in the first round in the conference finals. And yeah, you were right, A-Trap. It was Dunleavy Sr. who is still alive. I'm surprised the coach didn't want to be in the documentary.
Nah, man.
Right, man. I like Wilkes. You like it? I'm in the other direction.
Oh, that's fine. I didn't say I liked it. I just thought it was done well.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah, I just thought it was done well. But it's still gonna get a one mic. But I'm just saying. I mean, don't let the smooth taste fool you now.
Oh, okay, my man. I just like I was telling Ben before you came on.
Yeah.
It was too many other components. I think it should have been longer. I think y'all know how I feel like if you're gonna tell a story.
Yeah, you can tell a story.
Oh, yeah.
Tell the whole story. And there was too many pieces missing from this. You telling me that Mike Dunleavy don't need to be on the screen. You telling me that it's just too many people that were missing.
I felt like with Untold, I think Untold tries to jam it down your throat real quick and get it over with.
Yeah.
They definitely leave off some. I mean, look at that. Look at the one we did with what's his name, the quarterback. I was just like, what is this from the Titans?
Oh, McNair.
McNair. It was just kind of like, he was in high school. Oh, and then he went to this college, and then all of a sudden he did this for the town. Well, but then he had this situation. It was just kind of like. I felt like unsolved mysteries when I watched Untold.
Basically, what they're zooming in on one particular area,
right?
And that's it. They only go sprinkle in on some of the other.
Yeah,
this would be like a 30 for 30 would probably be a better,
better
situation.
You should get some directors from 30 for 30, or they should partner with ESPN because
I just feel like they do leave out like a chunk of that.
Yeah, man.
I mean, there's a whole chunk you missing there. I mean, I know it's not about 9/11, but you could have even mentioned 9/11. Well, this was during the time and all. I mean, something. It was just like you didn't even really mention big events that were happening. And you touched on Kobe and Shaq turbulent, whatever. But you threw Scotty in there real quick with some cornrows, but you didn't really talk about what he was contributing. I was just like,
that was a good. That was a good segment because they told what they, Scotty came on the team. We didn't really know what he was going to be like. He came in there with some security, and we was like, "Come on, man, you gotta."
Yeah. You don't need that, man.
Yeah, we family in here, man. You get that security out of here. So
we gangbangers, man. What you need security for?
Right.
Yeah, we our own security.
In Portland, man.
But the marriage of hip hop and the NBA,
right?
To me, that was my favorite time watching the NBA. Iverson, She Wallace wearing jerseys, wearing throwbacks.
Right.
It was a style. It was really the style that that generation needed to I think to feel like themselves and not wearing suits and not wearing some of the stuff that they kind of reverted back today. They wearing all
from what I remember, this was the era where they were pretty much coming straight out of high school, right? They wasn't really.
Zach Randolph.
Yeah.
Zach Randolph had 1 year.
He did one and done. Yeah.
Okay.
Jermaine O'Neal was on that team.
Yeah.
He came from high school, but it wasn't not to the Blazers though.
Right.
Wow, to the Blazers. He was on. That's what I'm saying, man. Jermaine O'Neal was on the bench.
He started there. Yeah, he was on.
And then he got sent to Indiana.
Yeah. And he was like, I didn't want to leave.
I didn't even mention that at all. I mean,
Yeah, he's like, I didn't want to leave. I didn't want to go to India. And that was not even in the documentary. That was just having interviews.
Yeah, 1996.
That's what I'm saying. If you're going to talk about the jail Blazers, talk about who's on that team. It's not just these big dudes out. It's not just the top five you got playing on the court. It was like.
Now, and I wonder, though, did they come to all these people and maybe they was like, nah, I don't want to be a part of it after watching it? Is that a possibility?
Yes, but I mean,
it's a possibility. But okay, this is how I don't think that's a likelihood. How do you? Okay, you did all this. You did this entire smear campaign on Rasheed Wallace. You kicked Ozzie Wells in the face. You kicked Big, what they call Stoudemire. His nickname is Big.
Yeah,
you kicked Big in the face, right? When was the last time you seen a documentary about 20 years ago and they don't cover what they're doing now? This man is the head coach at Georgia Tech University.
Right.
So how bad is he as a human? Where's the redemption part of this?
Or even like you said, if you got a team that's going up against the Lakers just about every damn time in the playoffs, that team, besides the turmoil they had, you just need to be focused on. I guarantee if it was Jim Kelly in Buffalo, well, it'd be a whole segment. You have everybody. How we got here? How we got? I was like, hell, I mean, look at the Cowboys. They talked about the Cowboys. They talked about Michael Irvin, his thing, or whatever. They didn't. They still made them out to be like this just grand old party, which is, I get it, the boys of the '90s. But you see the Jailblazers, and it's like, they really, they didn't have the head.
It was like the stepchild, and like the journalist said, if they would have won a championship, it would have just winning cures everything. It would have just been swept under the rug, and who knows? They might have been there for a while.
Because now they're trying to use that dark cloud of this is the reason they could never get a championship.
Right.
So we gonna make a documentary about them just coming up short, and this is why they came up short.
Why they came up short? Because they had piss poor coaching.
Right. And when you start trading away key pieces.
Yes.
How many championship teams have we seen where the year after the Mavericks did the same thing? The year after, you're like, Deshaun Stevenson, we don't need you anymore. We don't need what they had, Peja, Stojakovic on that team. We don't need those small pieces that that are not always going to score 20 points, but their contribution is innumerable, and that's the same thing like Rasheed Wallace said. You end up trading these players away, and that messed up the chemistry. We messed up the chemistry, then it just starts a downward spiral. But I really wish, they would have. They ain't even mentioned the coach's name at all.
No, that's what I'm saying. They were so focused.
He obviously had a major part of this. He was the coach for 5-6 years.
But then,
because like I said, they don't talk about how this team kept getting to where they were, they were at. I mean, you meeting the Lakers every time. I mean, not just late in the 90s, 2000s, like late in the mid I mean, a little bit after the early 2000s. I mean, you still in the game, you still in there. And of course, you fell off after that. Everybody, things happen. But
right. I mean, you continue to move.
I think it was
out. You don't lose the chemistry, as you stated.
Yeah, I think it was okay for what they did because they did what they wanted to do with this. Focus on the turmoil like they did and make it seem like, oh well, these were the bad boys of basketball. Okay, you did that, but where's the rest of the story? But I think that's why you only got this little window because it was okay for what it was. Because if now, like you said, if we did more, you got to do the redemption side though. You only sprinkled in that he moved on and to Detroit and got a championship. Okay, what about the other dude? I mean, you just kind of fell to the wayside with everything else. But I don't know.
So let's talk about the GM. Bob Witzer is his name. They called him Trader Bob. If your nickname is Trader Bob, that's like calling somebody Uncle Tom. We know the backstory on that. But that's like calling somebody Raper John or something like that. You gotta do Trader Bob. But anyway, but he had that nickname because he would, he was wheeling and dealing, making trades on the previous team he was on, which was Seattle Supersonics. Which, side note, Seattle and Vegas are two potential, I think, the two sure lock places for expansion. Seattle should have never got the team taken away.
Put them back in Seattle, call them Supersonics.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's what they're going to end up doing. It's just a matter of who's going to own it. But they did talk about Paul Allen, who owned the team. He was the Microsoft guy. And now to today's time, the owner of the Clippers right now is Michael Ballmer, is a Microsoft guy. But he brings this guy in. It's like, all right, we need you to build the team. By the way, you're going to be running all my other businesses. It was like, well, I didn't sign up for that. It was, oh well, that's what you're about to do.
That's what you're getting.
So first thing he does is brings in Rasheed Wallace. I think it was the first thing he did.
First, then he got Rasheed Wallace. He got started by Dan Wallace.
Yeah, and like I was earlier, Wilkes, I was just saying, Rasheed Wallace was a unicorn. Nobody was doing that.
No.
In that era of time, nobody was shooting from the three. Nobody was dunking on you at that height. He was just length, range, everything.
Yep. Oh, you're right.
Yeah. One of my all-time favorite Tar Heels. And then he just kind of starts building the team, and they were able to go up against the Lakers that first. I think it was that first year.
Big run. Wasn't that a little bit after San Antonio kind of fell off? I guess.
This is in the midst of that. This is in the midst of
it was in the midst of that.
San Antonio and the Lakers were dueling.
Okay. That's what I thought. Yeah.
And this is like that era of Jordan when you had all the other teams were at their peak. You had Stockton and Malone.
Oh yeah, Jazz was in there.
You had Reggie Miller.
Yep, Pacers.
You had the Knicks. You had the Suns tried at one time.
Yep.
Everybody was going up against, and Kobe and Shaq were just I'm not gonna say necessarily unstoppable, because that one game when they missed all those shots, that was, I don't know what that was, because they really had that was game 7.
Poor coaching, man. That's what it was.
They didn't do no late. Who was going to the hole?
Thank
What
you.
was still shooting from the outside?
Really, that was poor coaching.
Yeah.
You live by the three, man.
Now, you put your 6'11" athletic guy who can shoot, who's ambidextrous. He can shoot just as well with his left as he can with his right. And you put him on the block and you make him get fouled and can't like nobody can stop Shaq, but nobody can stop Rasheed Wallace. Come on.
Right.
Man.
Yeah, that made no sense.
On your bench, you got explosive two guard by the name of Derek Anderson out of Kentucky on your bench.
Man,
and you
forgot
got
about him too.
Smitty on the come up, Steve Smith on the perimeter, and you miss 13 shots and you don't call a timeout. Dumb.
Yeah.
Dumb.
You shooting. Yeah. I mean, anybody that's played basketball or watched basketball, if you're not hitting your shot from the outside, you're not hitting your mid range, get to the hole.
Right.
Something's gonna happen. Your percentages of making a layup is a lot higher than you making a 3-pointer or a mid range shot, and they just kept shooting the ball. I'm
like chill out.
I didn't get that part at all.
I've seen this.
That was terrible coaching on that part. I agree.
Seen this once before. The Knicks versus the Rockets. John Starks missed 16 shots. I'm like, and Patrick Ewing was hot. Timeout. Get a ball.
Right.
Yeah. Hey, Nick, I don't know if y'all remember that Orlando game. Nick Anderson, I think that was free throws. I think he ended up making 2 or 3.
Hey, Nick, Chicago, man. I'm gonna need you to relax.
Yeah. No, I mean, I feel sorry for him, man. That was a horrible situation to go through, man.
I'm gonna need you to relax. That's all I'm saying.
But man, giving up that double digit lead, and like all teams say, all right, man, we about to run it back. We about to run it back, which is it's not. I say that, but it's not hard. It's not easy to go back to conference finals. It's not a guarantee. Yeah. Which I think a lot of teams assume that, oh, well, we got the same team, we should be able to just do the same thing again.
Right.
How many teams say that?
Hey man, I'd have left that team together, man. That was the dumbest thing in the world. You got Bonzi Wells, you got Steve Smith, you got look at this. 3 of the major components, 2 of the Steve, Rasheed, and I think somebody else on that damn team went on to win a championship.
I'm gonna go down the roster right now. The 99-2000 team, they had Greg Anthony, they had Stacey Ogman, Brian Grant, Gary Grant, Antonio Harvey, Jermaine O'Neal, we already mentioned that, Scotty Sabonis. They had Detlef Shrimp on that team. And he was shooting lights out. Right.
He wasn't even playing that Laker game, man.
He wasn't even playing.
Stoudemire.
That's what I was saying. They
bring up the failure to coach.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. They should have started off with just talking about how dominant they were being and how threatening they were being, and then eased into the troubles. And then that's why I said they did what they wanted to do, and I think they did that because that's all they wanted to do was get straight to, well, okay, here's the pinnacle, but now here's the turmoil. We might give you some redemption, but we don't know what became of them. So, he's a coach now in college, blah, blah, blah,
And Bonzi Wells was coaching with Stoudemire. So Stoudemire is like an assistant somewhere now. I think he got let go by Georgia Tech. But Bonzi Wells was coaching with him at Georgia Tech. When they were sitting in that room together, that would have been the perfect time to say, or put a blurb or something. At the end, I always talk about this. At the end, you could put what the people are doing now. They didn't even, and that would have took 5 seconds to do that. But.
No, man, this was a piss. These people suck at what they do. I mean, they give you a great aesthetic, and everything else is trash.
Yeah,
R&B, man.
Their main goal is to just do that one thing, like the McNair, like we talked about. That was not a McNair documentary. That was McNair. How McNair died was basically what they were doing.
Yeah.
and anybody that was involved. That's the whole zoomed in portion of what they were trying to do.
Yeah.
So this is what this is the formula. This is what they do. I mean, seeing the sports highlights and the nostalgia of the old NBC logo and the graphics and all that kind of stuff. I think that I probably enjoyed that more than anything. But actually hearing them talk. You got to hear Rasheed Wallace talk plenty. You got to hear Bonzi Wells and Sotomayor, which again, those are really the only three besides the GM. But them being able to tell, I think, their side of the story on some of those situations, I think was valuable. But I'm sure they cut a ton of it out. Anytime you make a documentary, they probably had like 3 hours worth of footage.
Yeah, they should have left.
Had to cut that down to 1 hour.
Yeah, that's why I said they did what they wanted to do well, which was just talk about the Jailblazers.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like I said, this was a dominant team to keep showing up in the playoffs, and they didn't get to that part.
And I really wonder, because they're when they're being filmed, they don't know. I don't think they know what the final product is. So I would love to hear their thoughts on afterwards. Watching the full thing, how they feel about it. Would they do it again?
If you look at some of the issues they were having, it was just like, okay, Rasheed Wallace got all these texts. Then it's like you talk about Stoudemire. It's like, okay, well, he's smoking blunts. I'm like, okay, but big deal. But it's like, I don't know what else are you trying to say about it's not like they were out here. You're driving down the road, you smoking a blunt, you get pulled over. It's not like you out here robbing the bank, knocking over a grocery store or something like that.
And like you choking your wife.
Yeah. When it comes to domestic disputes.
And then with Rasheed Wallace, he was not. I think him on the court, him just looking at the refs, you get a text. Like where we doing that at?
Right.
Like they act like he was getting ready to punch one of the refs. I mean, they really made it seem like he was mauling people.
Right.
Which he wasn't. He just talked too damn much. Okay, that was his thing. He didn't know when to shut up and cut it off.
At the end of that, he wasn't even talking anymore. I watched.
Yeah, at the end, he wasn't even talking yet.
Well, he just looked at the ref like, "Really, you call that tech?"
Right. It was like, come on, man. The man got the most. He got the biggest record for the most. Who gonna break that, man? 200 over 200 something picks.
Draymond.
Draymond almost broke. He missed it by 2 games. I mean, 2 texts.
Hey, them two is similar. You can throw Luka in there too. Luka won't ever shut up. Never playing defense.
Yeah.
But yelling at the refs on the other end of the court while the other people are down on the court trying to.
Oh yeah, they already done went down pressing the court. He's down still in the back court. Hey man, come on, man. Especially during that playoff run. I'm like, sir, if you don't get your ass down on the other end of that court,
they tell you LeBron cried too much. But hey,
oh my gosh.
I'm just saying.
Yeah, don't even get me started.
Yeah. Man, so they end up kind of touching on it. Bonzi ends up going to Memphis. Rasheed ends up going to the Pistons. Won a championship that first year. Coaching does matter. And he didn't, and the whole, and when he gets there, he's like, yeah, I think, we could really do something in the future. And he was like, little did I know. And that team was stacked. Him, Ben Wallace,
let me see.
Richard Jefferson.
It was him, Ben Wallace,
Tayshaun Prince,
Chauncey and Rip, McDyess off the bench, Lindsey Hunter, Big Nasty, Corliss Wilson, Marvin Ham. Man, they was stacked, man.
Yeah.
And
one of the best coaches.
Yeah, they have who I believe is a top 3 coach in NBA history. 3 to 5 in NBA. He's just a basketball coach. LB is the basketball coach.
Why don't they? What is the beef with him? It's like they don't. I feel I don't feel like they don't show him enough love. I don't know if it's because is his style or what.
Yeah, LB does LB things. I'm gonna do it my way. So that's when he get to doing it his way. The ownership, like if you hear Chauncey and them talk about LB, for those who don't know, that's Larry Brown. When you hear Chauncey and that crew talk about him, they say LB the smartest guy in the room, but he knows he's the smartest guy in the room. And sometimes they have to ignore him. Like they'll go, he'll go da 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 da, and they'll go, we ain't done that, and then they'll do this, and it'll work, and then they say LB don't say nothing. I'm like, oh, okay, it worked, but they know if it don't work, he owns it. You see AI talk about LB, it's like AI, like man, if I'd only known.
And man, they was clashing heads. That was a good documentary. I think that was a 3-part on Iverson.
It wasn't on this. That was on Prime.
I know, but I'm saying it was a good documentary though. It broke it down.
It was excellent. It was on Prime, Netflix. Call your man up.
Right.
You can reach out to www.endofthebench.com or you can just endofthebench@gmail.com. I'm your man. I'll get you right.
Yeah, but Larry Brown, he he's at a stop a couple of years. Besides Philly was probably his longest. Philly was his longest spot.
He ain't gonna be
like 2-3 years.
5 years, man.
Yeah, it's like 2-3 years, and then. But he
doing 4 to 5 of the years he was with the Pistons because they made it to the conference finals the year before LB got there. 4 years after, he was with the Clippers for about 5 years. He was with UCLA. He won the championship in Kansas. He was down there with y'all at SMU.
Yep.
I mean, LB is a basketball coach, man. You know, if you want to win, you go get LB. If you want to be patient, unless you got very, very good patience, you don't deal with LB. LB wins the championship with this team.
Yeah, I agree. I agree with you on that.
Yeah,
I agree with you on that. He'll know how to utilize each player to their strengths, which is what he did with the Pistons.
Yeah.
So, man, the big question is, I think we kind of answered it. What if? Could have won 1, 2. I think they definitely could have won 1. Now, I don't know if I would say 2.
If they'd have won 1, they would have won 2.
I think they would have got 2.
Yeah.
I think they would have got 2.
Yeah.
Back to back, I don't know, but they would have got 2.
They got 2. They would have gotten 2.
Yeah.
You see, then, as you stated, man, it would have been hard. It's hard to win in this league as it was constructed at that time. Because think about this.
Yeah, Stern.
They win that game 7. Shaq and Kobe get busted up early.
Oh, yeah.
Right. Yeah. That split happens earlier than what?
Yeah.
2 to 3 years earlier than what it would have.
That year.
Yeah.
Because, and then the myth of Phil Jackson being the greatest coach in the world dies as well. That's a myth. I don't care what nobody say. That's a damn myth.
It's a myth.
Come on, man.
Oh, you mean yoga man?
Yeah.
The Zen Master?
People some books that don't nobody read. And then Tex Winter is the man who run the offense that I'm using. I'm a genius. So Phil just let you play through it. Really?
Like, of course you are when you surround yourself.
Didn't he get the triangle from somebody?
Tex Winters. Yeah. People kill me with that. Phil Jackson in the triangle. Man, the Boston Celtics, the 80s Celtics was running.
Nah, man. Yeah, I was gonna say he didn't come up with that.
Hey man, we as a society, we forget anybody that invented stuff. We forget. It's the person that reimagined it or reinvented it and made it into something else. Yeah, got famous using it. Exactly. Yeah.
Like you said, oh man, we got stretch fours. Well, what was Rasheed Wallace? Dallas Shrimp is 6'10".
Right.
Bill Lambill was a center shooting threes. Jack Sigma shot threes. Man, right. You can't tell me these things don't work, man. Because they do. They don't work, but I remember these things, man.
Yeah. I mean, in
70s.
Yeah.
Distance.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, and that's a part of history we don't go back and see. who these people comparable to today or comparable to this particular day time. Will the Blazers ever reach this peak again? I would say no.
Wasn't they in the mix, 2021, 2022? But that was about it.
When Dame Lillard was at his peak, I think they probably made it to the second round, but that was probably the furthest.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I don't think it's gonna happen because they don't and most of the time they don't keep teams together long enough to build.
I mean, the NBA is not about winning and losing anymore. It's about how much money you can make and how much attention you can draw. It's clear of that. It is utterly clear. It is ridiculously clear that the National Basketball Association is not about teams winning anymore. And then you got fans dumb enough to buy into this thing called a salary cap. Salary cap. Get the hell out of here. That's literally, okay, if anybody think I'm crazy for saying a salary cap is foolish or fake.
Yeah.
What I want you to do, if you're married or if you have a significant other, man or woman, if you believe in the salary cap and that's real, I want you to hit the lottery tomorrow night or whenever it is for $100 million. Or remember the lottery was $1 billion about 6 months ago?
Yeah.
I want you to hit the Powerball for $1 billion in a few months. And then I want you to turn to your significant other and say, we only gonna spend $100,000 a year. See if it works for you. Because that's what these teams talking about, salary cap.
Yeah, my wife's already talking about paying the house off. Man.
Thank you. Get the hell out of here, man. Salary cap,
man. Paying the house off.
The NBA got $1 billion deal with DraftKings. They got $1 billion deal with ESPN. They got $1 billion deal with
Underdog,
VC.
Yeah,
Amazon paying them too.
Oh yes.
What is it? What is it?
Paramount. Don't they show games on Paramount?
They got showing games on Paramount. Yeah, multi-billion-dollar deals, but y'all telling me that they can only spend 120. Y'all spending billions of dollars, at least 55 to 7. But NFL making 50 billion, so y'all probably making at least 120 billion a year.
Yeah,
and y'all splitting it between 30 people, and you can only spend 20% of that money.
Right.
Stop it. The entire hell out of my face. It ain't about winning and losing.
Right.
Right. Facts. Trey Naturals definitely paying all bills.
Absolutely.
Baby, we can only or imagine that. We can only spend $75 or $60,000 this year, baby. Well, we just won $200 million, but we got a family cap. Boy, if you don't get right. Better put that cap on your head. And we finna go to the Amazon.com. We ain't going outside. We gonna go get our stuff now. It'll be here in a couple of days.
And I think it's by ownership, because you'll see teams. You've seen the Warriors doing that run. You've seen them plenty of times. What do we need to do? We need to keep signing this core. They kept doing it. And they kept winning. And there's some teams where it's like, I don't really care. I mean, as long as we are putting butts, as long as we selling tickets. I'm not even saying being average. They ain't even trying to be average. Utah been trash for a long time.
You don't have to sell tickets. Do you really believe? Look at it this way. Do you really believe these billionaires, Steve Ballmer, who had enough money he didn't even get a loan. He signed a check for $1 billion to buy the Clippers, and then he just built the stadium on his own. No taxpayer dollars, no nothing. You really believe he give a damn about 18,000 people sitting there watching that game?
Well, I do think he cares, because he's a little.
Come on, Jerry World, let's go, Jerry.
He a little psycho with the fans and all that kind of stuff.
No,
some of these other owners,
nah. I don't think there, he enjoys it. But
Jerry said, as long as I get the major tours and concerts, it's all okay. Man.
Those stadiums is for that. That's what those stadiums are for.
As long as I can get them boxing matches and UFC fights,
it's a multi-purpose arena.
Yeah. That's all I care about. Remember, I remember when they built that stadium, and they said they wanted to put like an indoor track in the stadium. So when they had if potentially like, if you had some runoffs that were happening in Texas, not just down in Austin and San Antonio, track and field up there at Jerry's World, open the roof. We got long.
Man, he got motocross there on Tuesday. Right. He got
I'm saying Jerry said nah.
He got Big X the Plug there on Thursday.
Right.
Man, that's what I said, man.
Jerry said I'm good, baby.
It's about that paper, man.
Yeah.
I think it's by owner. I do think it's by owner because some owners actually do care because they give a GM opportunity to build a team. I mean, when you look at OKC, OKC was, well, I mean, they were good, and then they ended up blowing the whole thing up. And now look at them now. They may went back to back.
Yeah, I mean, that's the thing, man. That's how you know it's the whole sports complex, whether it be MLB, well, maybe not MLB, NFL, NBA. It's about putting eyes on the product. Because are you really telling me you couldn't find the Chicago Bulls can't find better Rudies than these guys they playing right now, man? They got a team full of players. Right. You mean to tell me all these people in the United States of America and worldwide, these are
the starting five?
Come on, man. Come on, dog.
Hey, they ain't ever been right. They ain't ever been right since they put that team up.
Right, because the goal for them, you mean to tell me you have figured out a way to amass enough capital to purchase something that's worth $3 to $5 billion. You've amassed that kind of wealth, and you can't find somebody to pick the best point guard. No, man, I don't need the best because I don't have to pay them. I'm gonna give you the illusion every 3 to 5 years we're gonna make the playoffs. I'm hope trafficking. I mean, I'm from Chicago, man. The teams in this city.
Yeah, you're right about that. That's exactly what they're doing.
They hope trafficking, man. This ain't about winning and losing. Because if it was, you mean to tell me the Yankees have won like
26 World Series?
Yeah, and the White in that same period of time, the White Sox won one. The Cubs won one.
Right.
The White Sox and the Cubs collectively have been to 2, and the Yankees have won 26. You not really trying to win, especially in Chicago with the Cubs.
And correction, 27 actually.
And Steinbrenner was trying to sign everybody, whoever it was. If they was a free agent and they was the top player in that,
people give me shit about y'all just buying championships. Yeah, you damn right.
Yeah,
that's the whole object. The object is to win the game.
You know who was giving me shit? Texas fans. I was like, yeah, because you're not buying nobody. You ain't getting nobody. We'll take A-Rod off your hands and make him a champion. Thank you.
They just got A-Rod only. You can't just get A-Rod only and expect us to win.
Thank you.
To win the world.
Hello.
You gotta have pitching.
I'm saying, man.
Defense, all that.
27. Look at the Lakers. The Celtics is not too far behind. Don't they have like 20, 30?
Like 17 each.
I think they right behind.
Yeah, they got something crazy. And then what? The Detroit, the hockey team, like these teams got crazy trophies, man. We buying talent out here, man.
If you want to win, you will, man.
Open the checkbook, man.
Hey, that's the realest statement of the night right there. If you want to, you will.
Don't get me started on football. Don't get me started on world football with Arsenal and Manchester.
Yeah.
Come on, bro. What?
Because they know it's cats over here that don't even know how to spell soccer, but they buying those hats and shirts and drawers and soccer because it's a popular thing.
Right.
Oh, Steinbrenner saw, hey, wait a minute.
Yeah, man.
I'll spend
Argentina, Mexico.
Wilkes, born and raised in the state of Texas, but he a Yankee fan. You know why? Because they keep winning. You know why? The only time I'm a Bear fan is when I'm outside of the state of Illinois. Because the Bears sucked behind most of my life, and I used to watch the Bears get the teeth kicked in.
Man,
turn to Channel 5, and I would watch the Raiders win. Wait a minute.
Right.
these kids is doing his own thing.
I couldn't believe the conversations I was having on some of these jobs. I'm just like, so what if they buying championships? They winning. You gotta go. You can't do it with some bums that only batting average is only like
215.
Yeah, it's like your batting average is 185. Like, come on, man, what you doing, man? What you doing?
You're getting the best available player in free agency.
Your pitching error is 4.5.
That's why the Dodgers winning. You get the best player in the league,
and they going to Japan and getting dudes. What?
Yeah. And then George Steinbrenner told on the dudes in MLB. When they restructured the MLB, they said, okay, the Yankees got to pay an extra $100,000 per whatever.
Yep.
Then it's gonna go to the teams, the small market teams, right?
Royals and stuff.
And it's gonna go to them. And you know what George said? They ain't even spending the money.
They pocketed it.
George is the reason. Man. George is the reason right now these baseball players getting paid astronomical contracts.
10 years, $500 million. Yeah.
You want me to swing this bat how many times? A 4-game series, a doubleheader, a 3-game,
162 games.
Yeah, get out of here. You want me to catch that ball, chopping in the back? Hey, man, you finna pay me, man.
Running into the wall, all that.
Yeah, you finna pay me. Tommy John surgery on my elbow. Hey, you finna pay me, man. You finna pay me. I'm going 101 miles per hour fast. Let's stop, man.
I know it was about money.
Just saying.
When I found out that ESPN had to pay the NFL, who has a contract, Yahoo is a news organization. ESPN and Yahoo had to pay the National Football League for their fantasy stats.
You don't pay me.
It's about winning. Right. Ain't no such thing as a small market anymore.
No. It's just like old comic books. If you look at the Daily Bugle, and it was always about the hot story. Hey, Spider-Man, go get my damn story and give me pictures of who this cat is for. Hey, this dude flying through the city, go get this man. It's the hottest story. It's the old school journalism. Who can get the hottest picture? Who can get the hottest tape? TMZ does it now. Just like when who leaking videos. I'm gonna leak this video. I'm gonna leak this camera footage. I'm gonna get paid. We gonna keep you anonymous. Come on, man. It's not about even like honor amongst thieves at that point. It was like, hey man, I got this video. Don't put my name in it. I heard y'all got some money for the hottest shot. I just need my money.
Yeah, TMZ doing that all day. All day, every day.
This book said the Daily Bugle. Think about it. Well, Jameson knew Spider-Man was a hero, but he wrote him in the newspaper as a crook.
Yeah, thank you. Exactly. Because he hated how he was getting so famous. He's like, okay, well, I need to look at it. He's a troublemaker. There's a reason why your taxes are going up. He's destroying the city.
Come
on, Jameson, chill out, man.
Get about it. Small market.
Yeah, that's over with, man.
Foolishness. Look, man. And then, like with the National Football League, they get everybody from Ohio State, Texas, Alabama, USC,
Nebraska,
Florida. They get the those teams.
Oregon.
Watch this. That's where you go. Those are quote unquote pro football factories, right?
Yeah.
Best running back you ever seen, Walter Payton, HBCU. Best tight end you ever seen, HBCU. Best 2 wide receivers you ever seen, T.O. and Jerry, HBCU.
Yep.
Best defensive lineman ever, Deacon Jones, HBCU.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Absolutely. So
how did dude, John Starworth, Aeneas Williams, dude, I could sit here until tomorrow and then.
If we say the best quarterback, I would say Patrick Mahomes. Texas Tech, that ain't no factories for nothing.
That ain't no factory, yeah. Texas Tech,
they ain't even believe when he got drafted at 10. It was like they tripping. They must see something we don't see,
right?
And he fast forward to now, and he
3 Super Bowls already.
Yeah,
3 Super Bowls, 3 league MVPs.
Yeah, come on, man.
AFC Championship games.
Right.
Stop, man.
Right.
Yeah.
Stop it. Yeah. Stop
He
it.
lost Super Bowl. He lost the Super Bowl, and he lost Super Bowl because of his offensive line died, and then he lost an AFC Championship game. This dude jumped offside.
Yeah.
Right.
You want to win, you win, man.
Right.
You gonna find a way. Yeah, exactly. You find a way.
Kelsey didn't show up in none of them games.
Not one.
Couldn't find it. Like, what?
And he from, I think, Cincinnati.
He from Cincinnati.
Right.
Yeah. KB, another big time where, dude, most of your favorite players came from Nowhere University, dog.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Just the hype. The hype is.
Ain't nobody talking about Yale and Penn State and Stanford. Ain't nobody talking about. Nah, let's stop it.
Stopping about that, man.
You probably at this point the only Alabama running back probably in the league right now. Well, maybe two. Derrick Henry and then the guy from
Najee Harris.
Like Brian Robinson. Okay, there's a couple.
Najee Harris from the Steelers.
But most of the time, them guys don't last long. Alabama guys are not.
Yeah.
You can go league, man. Find your favorite quarterback. I bet you not one for one in big school. You ain't never heard of a big time quarterback out of SC. Never. Carson Palmer, bomb. BAUM, bomb.
Leonard. Wow, I was not expecting his NFL career to be like that.
Mark Sanchez, bomb.
Right.
Jim Kelly, out of all that talent that came out of
my gosh,
worth a damn. Bernie Kosar. Okay, that's two. We talking about 40 years of football. Bombs.
Benny Testaverde, man. Get him out of here.
Intercept the Verdi. Clearly he was colorblind.
Yeah, stop it.
That man was hitting.
It was like son, man. It seemed like everywhere you went, Testaverde or Bledsoe was there.
Gosh,
because you don't need the very best to win.
Right.
Like they tell
Sam Darnold is a Super Bowl.
I cannot believe Sam Darnold is out here.
Sam Darnold.
And we got rid of him. We had him in the 49ers and got rid of him. And what the hell we got you here for anyway?
Your quarterback don't have to be the focal point.
Right.
This is what that proved even more.
Right. Man, look, that's what I say, man. This whole sport. That's why I'm turned off from sports, man, because you're not going to tell me that this is the way you win. Because the Milwaukee Bucks can't afford with the Chicago Bulls.
Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can. Right. That's why I was saying
they
about
did it with Giannis and Chris Middleton.
And that's what I was saying about Dallas when we were watching that documentary. And I've asked this Ben, and I was like, why is Dallas not doing what some of these other teams are doing? They getting some no names out here, and these people going far. I'm like, I ain't never heard of this dude, and he out here busting 1,200 yards a season. Like, what's that? Who is this dude? Something crazy like that.
Your scout department is
they won't hire the best coach possible because they drafted the players. They didn't have somebody. They've had a Hall of Fame or All-Pro level person at every level of the Dallas quarterback. Whether you like Dak and Romo or not, they were all pros. They are all
absolutely
pro by that name, Pro Bowler by that name. You have all pro running backs, Hall of Fame level offensive linemen, Hall of Fame level defensive linemen, Hall of Fame level linebackers, all pro secondary. If it ain't the Willies and the Joes, it's the X's and the O's.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
Come on, man. It don't take a lot, man. You watch, man, being a former player, I just watch sometimes and just go. So,
yeah.
I just hear my coach. You know how many times I listen and I hear my coach say this? He go, a physical mistake will get you coached. A mental mistake will get you cut. Because I know.
Absolutely. Keep missing them field goals in the playoff. Keep missing them field goals in the playoff, baby. Nah, man.
They got the young guy from Philly. So we'll see what the defense is gonna look like. I think it'll look different than what it did last year.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I think y'all will be all right. Actually, because they thought your coach, y'all was gonna be 0-12 anyway. As soon as your coach came in, now 0-12.
You trade Micah
Right.
weeks before the season.
Turmoil.
One of couple thought.
And Jerry likes trouble, so he got the season already stirred up.
He just like the media.
Yeah.
He like the mumble
season
in the media.
The season 10 coming up, man. A Jerry documentary, man. Yeah, season 10 coming up, man.
Yeah. Man. All right, let's wrap this up. Rewatchability. Would y'all watch this again?
Oh gosh, no, jeez, no, hell no.
It's a one.
I was happy when I watched it at the park, and I had 11 minutes left. Like, only got 11 minutes left. Yeah, no.
It's a one time watch.
I was
all right, but final thoughts. Mike rating. Go ahead, Will.
No, I was gonna say, especially when I'm at the park long enough, I can finish this and have 11 minutes. Yes,
please,
yes, get me out of here. Eject. Yeah. Does anybody speak jive? I do. Yes, but anyway, yeah, man, one mic. Yeah, one mic. One mic. They were hell bent to. Oh, well, it's the Rasheed Wallace show. Let's tell you how trashy he was, and don't forget his counterparts. Let's get to him in a minute. That's why I said they did that part well because they wanted to be a smear campaign. So if you go smear it, you're gonna do it well and get to the point.
They did exactly what they focused on the
exactly who we thought they were. We let them off the
hook. Crown them.
Crown them. You want to crown them?
Rest in peace, Denny Green.
Yeah.
All right, Trap.
What he said, I wouldn't watch this at gunpoint, man.
No,
as a matter of fact, going forward. If we don't do it on the show, I won't watch any more of their documentaries because they're piss poorly done.
That McNairn was pretty trash. That McNairn was pretty garbage. I couldn't believe how garbage.
I'm done with Netflix, and unless it's a documentary. Let's put like this: if like Gilbert,
not an Untold, we don't need to do an Untold.
Right. If Gilbert Arenas does it, like he did, if it's somebody that's saying, I did it and I gave it to them, I'll watch it. But if Netflix does it, I'm not watching it up again.
Yeah. They were getting into an argument. They were getting into an argument with the owner. He was like, okay, then you go find me the person then. You want I can name the people, you ain't gonna find them. Y'all you trying to be
with the GM, yeah.
Yeah, you with the GM, yeah. He was already trying to start shit with him. He was like, look, man, y'all wanted me on this documentary. I told you what I told you. All right, my car's running out there. I gotta go, man. All right,
pretty much.
Yeah, man. What? My driver's ready. They gassed up the yacht. I'm getting out of here, man. What?
Yeah.
Wow.
Definitely left out some things. Should have had the coach in it. Should have had. I think some of the other players in it. They're still alive. Obviously, Sabonis is still around. His son's playing in the league right now. I mean, you got Steve Smith is doing. I think he's still doing NBA. Yeah. So I mean, you focused on these three guys.
Brian Grant, J.O. I mean, there's too many guys that was just left out of this.
Yeah. It was like the big three. They were the big three, and that's who they zoomed in on. Scotty. Yeah, so I mean, I'm gonna give it a 2.5 down the middle. I think it definitely could have been better, but I there was some moments of it I did enjoy hearing Damon Stoudemire talk, and Rasheed Wallace seemed like he enjoying life. I don't think he's doing. I'm not really sure what he's doing, but they could have had that at the end. You got to have at least with these three guys. You could say this is what they're doing now. This is what the GM is doing now. So.
You know what they're doing now? Regretting they did this documentary.
Regret they did this. Let's give a quick shout out to our sponsor, Sheer Alternatives. They're in Forney now, but they're also at the Dallas Farmers Market. You can buy their toothpaste online as well, sheeralternatives.com.
Give me some of that.
As well as the other products that they offer. Definitely check them out. I use their toothpaste It gave some to my parents while they were here. Hopefully they're using it. But it's 5 simple ingredients, very well done. We're in the Forney area. We're checking out that.
Your muffled.
Like, muffle?
Yeah, you was muffled there a little bit. Yeah, it was dragging you off. I thought they had you in the car.
No,
They
no.
pulling him out of here. Get him off the mic.
I thought you were smoking weed with David Stoudemire for a second.
And he was, and the fact that he was the hometown kid
Right.
in the back, and like he don't even want to go back there. He was like, I wasn't even gonna come back. I just came back.
Yeah,
he just came back to Bonzi Wells. Like
I would have
you should never get to that point that you don't even want to come back home.
Yeah, man. I'm just here so I don't get fired, man.
Yeah, that's what he did you.
Yeah, I wouldn't have come back. Shout out to, like I said at the top of the show, shout out to Rasheed Wallace for not coming back. That's the problem, man. There is no individual pride. You know, you're not gonna trash me and then let bygones. Nah, man.
Yeah, buddy.
No, I ain't gonna be able to find forgiveness in the dictionary for you.
Nah, man, we're not doing that.
No.
You don't get to do that.
Shout out to RC, Ronald Cameron. Thank you for tuning in. Vince Wright for the thumbs up as well. Appreciate y'all. All right, let's get into our review for next week, and then we'll be right back to close out the show.
Nah, man. I already watched this movie. I gotta trust me. It's already a no mic for me.
This is Sharknado 3 or whatever, 4 or whatever. It was number 1 on Netflix. So
I don't know why. I don't know how.
I don't know why either, man. All
I gotta say is as long as it took that dynamite to fucking ignite, I was like, okay, I'm out.
I'm starting to think they fudging the numbers over at Netflix.
I'm done.
Ain't no way this was number 1.
Yeah, I'm not.
Ain't no way.
Man, well, I'm a weirdo. I was actually looking forward to that, man. I just see that trailer. I was like,
nah.
The fact they had the baby shark playing in the background, man.
Oh, I didn't even see that. You know,
Here's
Well, that's that doo 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 doo.
Yeah,
That's baby shark.
Baby shark.
Anybody with
done,
little
man.
kids will get there.
Hey,
Like,
I'm out next week, man. I'm out next week. I got
This gonna be a future one already.
Yeah.
But we could
man, get there, baby.
we do it forecast style, and we go do what we got to do. All right, you want to close up?
Well, another excellent week. Another need y'all to hit that like, hit that share, tell a friend, subscribe to BS3 and the End of the Bench Media. Thank you for tapping in. He Wilkes, he been, I'm Rap. We are out.
Poof.